Oh my god, when will the fart stop? Is the fart of humanity not done yet? Come on. Came out here earlier this morning and this leaf blower or whatever the fuck it was still going on. What it do? What it do? What it do? Do. What it do? Do. We demand, Sir Squeaks. Well, you can demand all you want. Squeaks does not bow to your demands. How's the fart of humanity today? Can't you hear it? Sounds like somebody's just running a vacuum cleaner outside all goddamn day. It's like, what's the point? What's the point of even having a backyard? You know? If every time you come to sit in it, some fucking dipshit is running his lawnmower. Oh, great, there's some more. So now it's not only the vacuum cleaner running, but now somebody just fired up another lawnmower. You know what, dude? This is why I have fantasies about disappearing into the fucking woods. Last night's DFF was great. Cool, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Gotta find a place without neighbors. Yeah, I want no neighbors. I want no, like, I hate this noise. It's just so fucking annoying. You know what I mean? I understand people gotta mow their fucking lawns, but it's like, I feel like every time I come out here, one of my 18 neighbors is doing this shit. And it's just like, what the fuck is the point of having like a quiet spot outside with some trees and some birds if every time you come out, some fucking asshole's revving up his chainsaw? Just like, give me a little fucking peace, man. I have a little peace in my backyard. Would that be okay? Paul, I had a weird ass dream. You had an emotional breakdown on a DFF episode and started crying and had to go to a therapist with TJ. Okay. Fun dream. You know what else separates us from the savages of days gone by? Savages of days gone by could step out into their fucking backyard and sit for 15 minutes, you know, and collect their thoughts without this. Sick of it, man. Every fucking time I come out here to chill for 15 minutes, it's like the fucking great hollow fart of humanity. We enjoying your backyard? It's like, fuck, man. Can we not?
Yeah, I've become obsessed with this Caden Cowger tweet that I saw the other day.
Oh, Caden Cowger tweet?
Yeah. I think I saw it on the Deep Fat Fried subreddit.
Oh, I saw you tweeting that shit, him about his uncle that died of weed.
Yeah, and I've been like doing variations on it. I'm like trying to like force it into a meme.
His uncle died of weed, dude. Yeah, dude, if that's true, then it doesn't prove anything about weed. It just proves that Caden Cowger's uncle was one of the stupidest potheads that ever existed.
Yeah, he said like, people are saying, I just read that weed never hurt anybody. Tell that to my dead uncle.
Drove too slow.
And got in front of a truck that couldn't stop.
Yeah, that uncle doesn't exist.
Weed is a truck?
Yeah. Weed is a car accident now? Okay. Oh shit, dude, the fart stopped.
And I tweeted like, shut up. That's not what I tweeted. I was like, just read ice cream never killed anybody. Tell that to my dead uncle who got a brain freeze and wandered into traffic.
Yeah, dude.
It's gotten to the point now where it's gone through enough variations where it's like,
just read dead uncles never killed anybody. Tell that to my dead uncle who tripped over his dead uncle down 14 flights of dead uncles.
Damn.
it's like, shit.
The only people that have died from weed also have underlying conditions. Okay.
Like being faggots.
Whatever you say, partner. You just had a great fart. So did all my neighbors. Revving up their fucking loud ass bullshit. Just takes you 20 minutes to fucking leaf blow your fucking backyard. Then you probably need to look for a new place or stop leaf blowing. Just let the leaves hang out. Do something, man, because this ain't working. You know, like we've got these little McMansions that we've built literally right on top of one another, to the point where your neighbors are basically your roommates. And then we put these little enclaves in the back of each one where people can go and quote unquote chill, but you never get to chill because one of your fucking neighbors that's living right on top of you is always leaf blowing their fucking backyard for the umpteenth time that day.
More leaves back here.
How fucking calming, man. What a zen little area I've got here in the back of my little McMansion. It's dog shit. You got this wonderful, like, you know, like nature sounds and stuff. If you actually tune in, listen. You got birds chirping. You got the wind blowing through the leaves, but good luck hearing that. Good luck hearing or appreciating any of that in a fucking neighborhood. Guaranteed some fucking dickhead will be having 15 fucking Mexicans, each with a louder instrument than the next, tending to his Zen garden. It's just like, fuck me, dude.
The Grinch that stole lawn care. I just imagine like that scene from The Grinch where he's like talking about like they'll play their hoop-duzzers
Yeah.
and bell wanglers and all this shit.
Yep.
I want to write a version with you and these Mexican lawn people.
Chelsea, TJ says hello. Or wait. TJ, Chelsea says hello.
Okay.
There you go. She's in the chat saying hello. I got that backwards the first time, but you get it.
Yeah.
What if someone hates nature but loves the sound of industrial landscaping equipment? Then that person should be drug out in the street and shot in front of everybody else. To like prevent other people from developing the same affinity. Now when they see a lawnmower, they'll remember that one time their neighbor got dragged out into the street and shot right in the face. They'll remember how his body laid there for days until somebody finally decided to do something with it. You know, they won't like lawnmowers anymore. That's how I'd handle it anyway, but I don't know, guess I'm crazy. Paul, you can't use vape. My uncle killed himself with Mountain Dew vapor. Oh, shit. I better put this down then. Paul, would you go to hell for eternity if it meant no human would ever go again? Assuming hell is real? Hell no. I ain't no fucking... I'm not the hero of humanity. Fuck humanity. Think I want to save them from hell by putting myself through it? Fuck that. If I earn a spot in hell, I'll go. And if you earn a spot in hell, you'll go. I ain't going for you. Paul doesn't care about justice, only that it's quiet. Yeah, that's true. Quietness over justice any day. Yeah, dude. Jesus just got tortured for a little while on this planet. He didn't even go to fucking hell and roast there for all our sins and shit. He went to hell for a second, but he didn't fucking stay there and roast for eternity.
I thought he went for like a day or some shit.
Yeah. So fuck that, dude. You're asking me to go suffer for eternity so that nobody else has to? Kiss my ass.
Jesus did a little brief stint in hell. Yeah, this sucks. All right, yeah, this seems like adequate torture for those who don't love me enough.
Yeah, he had a layover in hell. Paul hung like a doorbell on the wall. Yep. Little doorbell penis. Ding dong. Ding dong. Go ahead and push it. Come over here and push it. With your mouth. Ding dong, 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 ding dong. Yeah. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. That's true. And a straight razor if you get too close. Did you go to heaven if everyone went to hell, though? I don't. Can we stop talking about these stupid fucking concepts like they're actual real things? Can we just stop it? Nobody's going to heaven. Spoiler alert, nobody's going to heaven, nobody's going to hell. When you die, you just turn into the dirt, just like every other fucking rat or squirrel that keels over dead in your backyard. There's no squirrel heaven, there's no human heaven, there's no fucking dead leaf heaven. When a leaf falls off the tree, it just hits your grass and then slowly biodegrades into the earth. That's exactly what you're gonna do.
I believe in leaf heaven.
Leaf heaven. It's just...
where all the dead leaves are green and lush again.
Yep.
Tree called God.
Leaf heaven. Leaf heaven. Turn on slow mode, please. No. There's no easy way to do that. Like, for whatever reason, YouTube has decided that you can't start slow mode from a fucking mobile stream, even though it would be easy probably just to put a little option there. Start slow mode, but no. No. Can't do that. YouTube's too busy developing its new tools to fuck people out of their money. To give you like an easy little feature on your live streams.
You see that brazen CNN fucking shit the other day?
No.
They they published this news story about extremist ads on extremist content on YouTube again, and they're just like, advertisers, until YouTube solves this problem, you better off just not advertising with them. Gee, who could you advertise with? I don't know, maybe put your money back in TV, huh?
Yeah, it's just like...
Oh, and they listed Jimmy Dore as extremist content.
Extremely boring, maybe.
Jimmy Dore, extremism.
Yeah. He's the extreme fucking put you to sleep terrorist.
Yeah, and they had him coupled with like Nazis and shit.
Let's have a default feature for slow mode that's enabled. Yeah, I'd turn that on. But, YouTube's got other things on their plate, man. They're working on other features. Never mind features for their content creators. Let's not do that. Let's not give them good features so that they can create better content for the people that are actually paying the bills over at YouTube. Nope. Well, I guess nobody's really paying the bills over YouTube. They're losing money. Guess that's why we don't get new shit, huh?
I don't know. They seem to roll out new features all the time. They're just always worthless. I can't wait until they do another big redesign of the site. That's horrible.
I refuse to call it features. They add hurdles to YouTube. That's what they do.
Guys, we've added several more hurdles to YouTube.
Yeah.
From now on, you got to upload videos twice.
Yep. Those of you fond of jumping through hoops will like today's update. It's like, fuck you. YouTube is losing money. Yep, go look into it. YouTube don't make no money.
They're trying.
They're trying desperately. That's why YouTube Red. That's why sucking the dick of advertisers. You know what I mean? They desperately want to turn a profit on this shit, but turns out the overhead's a little high on storing every video ever made on the planet, It's owned by Google. I mean, yeah, it's a subsidiary of Google. It's actually a subsidiary of Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google. but it's a subsidiary that makes no money for the company. So
Unless everyone signs up for YouTube Red.
YouTube Red. You get shit that would have been free on the site before YouTube Red for buying YouTube Red. Okay. Sounds like a good deal to me. Sounds like
The
a
really
good
fucked
deal
up
to
thing,
me.
though, is I hate YouTube, so I don't want them to make money and succeed. But when I go to my channel and look at like where my money's coming from, I get more money from YouTube Red people who watch my shit now than I do from any advertising.
Right.
So it's almost like they put me in the position of like where I have to kind of at least toy with the idea of like, should I start be shilling YouTube Red to make more money?
I mean, obviously you should.
Like,
If you're,
I just don't know what I tell people. Like, yeah, get YouTube Red because
cause
you know they got all kinds of good stuff on there. Like God damn it, just get YouTube Red. They give me a little tiny chunk of it, a little tiny fucking sliver of it, please.
do you know of a way to prevent spicy butthole that doesn't involve not eating spicy food? No. I mean, if you eat really spicy food, you're gonna get the spice hole. That spice has got to come out somewhere. Solve world hunger, Paul and TJ. Stop eating so much. Okay. Done and done. World hunger's over, guys. Cut my diet in half.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Paul's just not gonna eat half of what he does, and we'll just send half of what Paul usually eats to Africa.
Yep. Every time I make a packet of ramen, I'll just send a soupy ass, half cooked, half eaten packet of ramen over to fucking Africa.
They can all split that.
Yep. A noodle apiece for an entire village, dude. I know there's a web browser called Brave who's partnering with YouTubers so they get paid in cryptocurrency and it bypasses YouTube. Cool. Yeah, send me a link. Shoot me a link to that on Twitter.
I love all the crazy workarounds that are happening.
I mean, I think it's sad that they have to. If YouTube was smart, they just take care of the people that are fucking bringing the eyeballs.
Yeah, I just think the policy should be like short of like, you know, outright fucking like Nazi shit or like Al Qaeda videos or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
if you're getting views, you should
Incitement of violence should really be the only thing that's banned from this website. Anything outside of that should be perfectly fine. The community can police itself. I don't even think they should ban the Nazi bullshit. I want that shit out there.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't want that shit.
Nazis don't drink Coke and buy fucking Corollas and shit.
Like, I want that shit out there. Like, I don't want it like incubating underground and shit. I want people to be able to see what these people think about, you know, the way the world works. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. So let the Nazis have their fucking little hate speech fucking powwow here on this site. Who cares?
Advertisers. I just think it's weird that like
It's weird that a fucking advertiser won't let their ad appear on a fucking Nazi video. But if a Nazi walked into one of their fucking retailers and was like, "Can I have a Coke, please?" They'd be like, "Yes, sir. Your money's just as green as anybody else's." But apparently, like, punishing the people that make content is the way that you punish Nazis. Just bullshit, man.
an ad wound up on a Nazi video with 200 views somewhere, so we gotta redo this whole site and fuck everybody over. Okay.
Paul, they don't care about ads being on Nazi videos. They care about bad press about ads being on Nazi videos.
Well, yeah, and of course the media doesn't like YouTube because it's competing competing with them. So they're like, yeah, fucking look at this, advertisers. Look at what YouTube doing.
And then everybody just fucking falls in line with it and accepts it as the only platform for genuine good entertainment outside of the mainstream becomes shit. They just watch it happen. It's like, all right. There's no such thing as bad press. Tell that to people like me and TJ, who got their entire channels demonetized because some fucking Coke ad ended up on an Al Qaeda video. Yeah, tell that to us. Netflix has pretty good stuff too. Yeah, but it's all mainstream available shit. We're talking about like actual shit from the underground, dude. I don't mean to be edgy here, but we're talking about underground entertainment. We're talking about entertainment from the ground up, of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's what's at stake here. What's at stake here is you either sucking up what you're told is funny, or having the freedom to go out and find the things that you find entertaining and informative and funny. So would you rather have Coke and Pepsi and YouTube tell you what's funny? Or would you rather have the freedom to go and look for that shit yourself?
Stop her. Go outside.
Honestly, I'd just like to have a Coke. Well, you're not alone, my friend. You're not alone. Like, the best argument against not wanting to see offensive content is to change the channel, and always has been. If you run across something that's offensive to your sensibilities, go find a fucking kitten video to watch, bitch. Don't try and remove it because you're afraid it'll offend other people's sensibilities too. I'm a grown-ass man. I can decide what offends my sensibilities on my own. And you know what? If I find something that I find stupid and offensive, I change the channel. When did that become a hard thing to do? When did that concept become so fucking high level that people can't fucking grasp it anymore? Change the channel. Uh-oh, somebody said something that doesn't agree with my personal worldview. Guess I won't watch that person anymore. Click. Here's another person that's willing to fucking suck my little sensitive penis. Done. Right? There's no underground anymore. The internet is advertisers now. Sites that aren't YouTube get much slower treatments thanks to TPP, also DFF Australia. Maybe. That might be fun. Take a look at Australia, dude. The prison colony. The world's most successful and long-running prison colony.
Yeah, the prisoners now stay there voluntarily.
Yeah. They actually like it. The prisoners have been, like, engineered to like their imprisonment on that blighted island filled with fucking giant scorpions and spiders and shit. Oh, we like living here. It's like, what? You do? Okay.
What can we do with all these murderers and rapists?
Send them to a blighted fucking island filled with horrible wildlife.
After fucking few generations have passed, they're like, we love it here.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Alright. Fair enough.
This fucking prison's bonza.
I mean, that is a pretty cool prison. Like, we're just gonna give you your own continent.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Wish somebody would send me to solitary confinement on a fucking desert island somewhere. Or somebody'd imprison my ass. Speak of Australia, has TJ seen the Rick and Morty April Fool's episode where they're Australian? I don't know.
I have.
There you go.
Yeah, it was animated by some. This is a YouTube animator that did it, actually.
It was pretty fun. Very different.
Porm Jorm, get the fuck out of here. Just fucking vominos, you stupid fucking booger. You really are just like a booger dangling off the nose hairs of this community. Somebody pick and flick this fucking faggot. Sick of your mouth. Sick of your fucking skeevy, fucking needy presence everywhere. Can I have some attention, please? Can I have some attention, please? Porm Jorm, I'm leaving again, guys. I'm done with DFF, guys. I'm back again, guys. Somebody do this guy a favor, pick and flick his faggoty ass, please. Brink! The fuck out of here. Why can't you tell a joke about Jim Jones? Because the punchline is too long. That's actually pretty good. I like it. No, dude, the salt life chose me. You don't choose the salt life, you just are or aren't. And that's the way it goes, folks.
Salt life.
The salt life. Thank you, Alan Reyes, for the $5. What a gent you are. Give me more free content. Okay. Open wide, bitch. Here comes the fucking content. Yeah, there you go. Nice warm mouthful of content for you. Don't waste any of it, okay? Anything you excited for other than bathing in the eventual hellfire that will be brought upon us? Anything I'm excited for? I'm excited to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm excited to watch the business grow. I'm excited to, get more eyes on the content and, chase more success. That's exciting to me. The rest of it can fucking eat a dick for all I care. But that part, that keeps me going. I mean, that's really like the biggest benefit for me in quitting my old job and pursuing something where I basically work for myself, or at the very least, the people I work with and for, I have a close relationship with and a good working relationship with, has been that, it does give you something that feels purposeful in your life. You know what I mean? You're not just getting up every goddamn day and clocking into the same fucking place and making somebody else rich. Yeah, I get to go fucking wander around a school and fix computers all day, and in preparation for tomorrow when I do the same thing. That is a benefit to this kind of work, is that I feel like I'm building something with my friends and my coworkers that is for me. Kawaii Cost, no one cares about your Baron Trump fetish. Oh shit, somebody's got a Baron Trump fetish, huh?
Kawaii Cost comes in my shit all the time. I put a stop to it because I'm like, if you keep doing this, you're just gonna get banned. It's like, I just want to fuck Baron Trump, suck her little booty.
Oh, Kawaii.
Give me Baron Trump, please.
Yeah. Thanks for the $10, Jake Masters. Yeah, Kawaii Cost is an attention seeker, for sure. Definitely is desperate to have people mention him and shit. Pretty sad. But whatever, everybody's got their thing. Where does TJ stream? He streams on TJ Does Life almost every night. He skipped last night though.
No, I did one at 4 in the
Oh,
morning.
you did?
Yeah.
See?
I figure I'll give him at least I mean, like, at the very least, I'll come on there and give him.
Dude, the sun's starting to
Yeah,
peak up
I'm
and
like, I
shit.
want to go to bed before it's like bright outside. So, fuck you guys. But yeah, I typically do like. I mean, like, I've been doing like 4 hours and shit on there.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, especially when you're at the computer. On the phone streams, you really notice the time a lot more, but when you're at least able to be comfortable, when you're chilling and you've got all the distractions of other things on your computer and stuff, time can really fucking disappear doing these.
Plus, I've found little things that I can do. I've been developing little like weird impromptu segments. Like they love watching me do like BuzzFeed polls for some reason.
Yeah, that's
Or
cool.
BuzzFeed quizzes. Because they're so dumb. But I don't know, it wastes the whole time. And then I've gotten really into doing the bracket things, although we're kind of running out of things to do it with. But yesterday I had them all like tell me favorite movies of theirs, and
You put all that in a bracket.
I was like putting them.
I like doing little improv sketches and shit. That's really the only kind of segments that I keep on mine. I like, reading the chat, seeing what you guys are doing, and coming up with a little character to play or something for a little while. I like sitting in with TJ too. He's got a fun gig over there on TJ Does Life.
Yeah, Paul will come in on occasion on those.
Dude, what happened? Like we had 230 people and then 30 people left like in 1 second.
Probably some YouTube fuckery.
Like 230, 200. Like what?
Everyone's just like, fuck this.
What the fuck happened?
Just realized I got something better to do.
Oh, the stream went out for a second. That'll do it. That'll do it. Of course, it didn't show anything to me. I didn't get any feedback on that, but YouTube gonna YouTube.
I think the worst that YouTube ever got for me was not even this recent bit. I mean, this recent bit sucked because they really fucking went after the money, but like you figure out ways to compensate for that. But like the really shitty thing was when they fucking started like really policing profanity.
Oh yeah.
Because then I couldn't. Then I had to like go through and like bleep out fucking profanity in my videos. There's like a little era of my videos where it's like,
I remember that, where you were bleeping everything.
yeah, I used gunshots to bleep myself with.
Will Galen ever be a guest on one of your many channels? I'd love to have him as a guest on any of the channels. It's just a matter of finding something that fits Galen in terms of topic and finding a time when Galen is feeling well enough to come and do stuff. That can be a hard thing to kind of meld together, but I fucking love Galen. I love his perspective on things. I love his like dogged singular focus on shit. I love his weird tangential nature. I think he'd be great given the right platform and shit,
It's got to be something where he can just like really talk on, because like one thing about Galen is like if you're having a conversation with Galen, you're pretty much just like the conversation's gonna be about what Galen wants it to be about.
Yeah.
Because whatever you talk about, he's gonna direct it back to what he wants to talk about.
Remember you telling me that story of Galen and one of your step relatives or whatever the fuck over here at Thanksgiving having two different conversations at one time with one another.
Because Galen was talking to this dude who was autistic or whatever. I'm not saying Galen's autistic. I'm just saying that the guy that was autistic had that same tendency to want to talk about what he wanted to talk about. So Galen and him had this conversation, and I was listening to it. It was such a fucking trip because Galen was talking about the NFL.
Yeah.
And this kid was talking about esports. So Galen would talk for like a minute or two about the NFL, and this kid would talk for a minute or two about esports, and then so on and so forth, back and forth, and they had a conversation where they weren't talking about the same topic, they weren't expanding on each other's points or any of that shit. Just, I'm gonna soliloquize about this. Okay, now it's my turn to soliloquize about this. Okay, now it's my turn to soliloquize about this. It's like, wow, this is the weirdest fucking conversation I've ever heard.
Yeah, it can be frustrating with Galen because he's a smart dude. Sometimes you want to have a topical discussion, and unless he's in the mood to discuss that topic, you ain't going to be discussing it. You will be, but he'll be having a totally different conversation. So you may as well tune into what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's pretty much like, get on this wavelength or this is pointless.
Oh, great. No notifications. Like always. Of course, dude. You didn't need a notification.
Why would you want to get notified?
Yeah, you just subscribe to this channel because you like, checking it every once in a while to see if we're possibly live. You don't want to...
I know you think Jimmy Dore is a boring fucking shit, but he actually did this great fucking video about YouTube's notification system, because YouTube actually was stupid enough to sit 3 of its fucking people down and have them talk about some features, and they talk about this feature where it's like, yeah, we don't always send out the notifications, because we want to, it's based on predictive shit, and, like, even if you click the bell, we don't always just want to spam you with notifications. Like, it's not spam. They ask to be notified.
Yeah. Like that's what the subscription button used to be. The subscription button used to be, notify me when this channel goes live or puts up a new video. That's what the subscription button used to mean. Then it stopped meaning that, and they added the bell button. And then you could subscribe, and then if you definitely wanted notifications, you go and hit the bell button. Now you do both of those, and you still don't get the notifications.
Because YouTube's like, we don't think you need this notification. We don't want to notify. And then they said, like, yeah, sometimes we just notify, like, some of the audience. Like, the ones we think are really going to want to watch it at that moment. Like, why don't you let them decide that?
I got an idea. You hit the subscribe button. Then if you want some notifications, you hit the alert bell. And then if you want all notifications, you hit the megaphone button that appears when you hit the alert bell. Come on, YouTube. Let's add some more steps in between people and the content they're trying to watch to pay you money. Oh my God, it's like if you go to a theater and you buy a ticket for the fucking movie, and then they sit you down in a room and don't put the movie on, and you've got to wander around and find your movie in a different theater. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why would anybody go to that?
It'd be more like if you bought the ticket and then someone stopped you at the door and like, no, we don't think you want to see this movie. Go on.
Yeah, and they show you some other shit.
No, go on.
Go on, you don't want to...
I just got a better movie for you. This is some movie theater red content we think you might like. It's like, what?
It's bullshit.
God. Why are you so fucking back-asswards, YouTube?
It's total fucking garbage.
I have an idea. If someone subscribes to your content, they get alerts for it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? That's simple. If you don't want your fucking shit spammed with alerts for a channel, don't subscribe to it. But if you do,
that's my idea.
Then you're going to get alerted when that channel puts up a new video or does something major on their channel or goes live. If you don't want those alerts, then you don't subscribe to the channel. Boom. Simple, elegant, worked for fucking years and years on YouTube. Shocker. Total shocker.
Just crazy enough to work.
I subscribe to a live streaming channel because I mostly enjoy checking in after the fact to see everything I'm missing. See, there you go. I can understand some things to YouTube does to an extent, but the majority is beyond moronic. Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to think of anything they've rolled out in recent years that made any sense at all.
I mean, they added this like mobile streaming thing, which works pretty well. You know, that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So every once in a while, they roll something out that's actually useful to people. I don't really understand what kind of algorithm they're using to determine I don't want to watch your content when I've watched practically all of it. Yeah, their algorithm sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it doesn't even seem to be based upon, hey, this person always watches your shit, so clearly they're gonna want to keep watching it. Like it's not even based on that. It's just like there's it's just total random shit.
Yeah, in addition to your shit, this person's been watching this other shit. So let's, instead of giving them your shit, let's give them this other shit they've been watching. Let's recommend them that. It's like, why not both? Why not both? Why not our shit and the other shit they've been watching?
You know, weird thing is like YouTube will sometimes alert me to comments on my videos,
Yeah.
but it never makes any sense when because it's not like if they alerted me to every comment, it'd just be like beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. But every once in a while they'll be like, yeah, someone said this on a video that's like a month old. And I'll look at it like, why do I need to know about
Yeah,
this?
why do I need a fucking email update about that?
Tell me about the channels I subscribe to. What are they up to? I don't care about someone who left a fucking stupid comment on a video that fucking I put up 3 months ago.
Yeah, a video that's basically non-existent to you at this point because you've moved on 14 times.
Yeah, like what fucking sense does that shit make?
None. I don't stay on here.
I'm in charge now. Stupid comments. If every single YouTuber goes to DM, they'd come up with Daily Motion Red. Daily Motion Red. Goddamn, TJ is here. Sad. Sad. Oh God, it's you. Yes, it is me. God. YouTube is constantly recommending, went too fast. You're a little cutie pie, TJ. Get out of here, creamage. Fucking weirdo. Hi, TJ. I won't spam now. Okay. Rock on, dude. When will you do a live stream wearing nothing but a blue overall and a banjo? Tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow on TJ Does Life, and I'll be doing that stream, dude. Get zesty, TJ. Why are you so full of nonsense, chat? What is wrong with you? TJ, do you think YouTube will ban toe videos? I don't even... What's a toe video? Well, Paul's back.
Oh, you can take over for
Oh, all right.
Make yourself comfortable.
I guess this is me now.
Is this thing still juicy? Yep.
It sure is.
God damn it.
Maybe put it in the sun. Have you seen the new Halloween poster? I didn't even know there was a new Halloween. They need to stop making that. Is there always going to be a $5 tier? What was that? Let me see what that said. Or will you add new ones in the future? We want to keep it as simple as possible. So
We've talked about possibly adding a new
tier. There might. I mean, there's a possibility of maybe in like a few months there might be a $10 tier, but we're not sure about it. We like the simplicity of what we've got. If there are other tiers, they're probably going to be for advertisers, not really necessarily for just content consumers. Because we really don't like to make you guys choose different tiers and shit. We love the simplicity of this model. So, it's not really something we're immediately trying to do. I think that we like it kind of how it is. But, it's been discussed, and we're not going to close ourselves off to the possibility of adding more tiers. But, it's going to be something that if we do, it's going to be very carefully thought out. And we're going to, we haven't even had a month with these new tiers yet. Next month is the first month we're doing the new tier system and shit. So,
and they've already proven to be incredibly popular, though.
We're
a big surge in fucking new subscribers already.
Yeah, and so let's see how this $5 one goes for a few months before we start thinking about new tiers. I think we need to test this out first. Tier system or toe? What's this toe shit? Next motherfucker that says toe to me is getting fucking timed out or banned. And it just depends on which option I see first when I'm scrolling through. TJ doesn't do life, he just feeds his cell phone addiction, lounging around all day, rocking back and forth at different times when pausing from such. Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about changing the name of TJ Does Life to something else, but
TJ's No Life, maybe?
TJ Does No Life, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Toe, you had to test me, didn't you? You had to test me. All right, I'm putting you in timeout. When's the RV trip? I'm gonna launch the RV trip in 2038. It's gonna be really good. I'm gonna visit 3 cities, all within 20 miles of my house. Well, you know, you gave me $10 to say toe, so that's fine. I'll accept that. If you pay to say toe, you could say toe.
Yeah, that's fine. Say whatever you want if you pay.
Yeah, you know. I love when people give you a bunch of money and insult you, because then you're just like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to cause like a schism in me, like.
Yeah, it's the most double-edged insult you'll ever get.
Insulted the piss out of me, but goddamn my capitalist imperative to make money, huh?
It just like encourages me to be more of whatever they're criticizing in me.
Obviously, it's working for me if I'm getting paid for it. Shit. You have enough schisms. Tell me about it. Like you don't, faggot. Come on. Don't act like you're all together.
Yeah, schism free over there.
That's Galen talking about my schisms. TJ Does Life threatening morbid obesity. What?
TJ Does Life threatening morbid obesity. Get it?
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life threatening. Okay.
Yeah.
It'd work better if you put a hyphen in. Oh, shit. What's all these damn super chats? I guess I shouldn't complain. Please, for the love of all that's good and holy, turn on slow mode. No, I can't. There's no fucking... What don't you fucking understand? What don't you fucking understand? When you're doing this mobile shit, you can't fucking do slow mode. You can't do it. I mean, maybe you can somewhere.
You have to go to your computer and do slow mode from there.
Yeah, there's no like little, hey, press the slow mode button. For some reason. I mean, maybe there should be, but there ain't, so fuck you.
Oh, there definitely should be.
Turn on tow mode. Ah! Mobile is a joke. I mean, it's better than nothing, which is what they used to have. Press the homo? What? I don't have any tattoos. No, I don't have any tattoos. How much to be a mod? That's not for sale. One for being a mod. No life, and you show up at every fucking one of these streams.
Yes.
Criteria number 2, you have to consistently say shit that doesn't make me want to slap you in the fucking face.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
And no, there's a third rule.
Third for Paul.
Third rule, never ask to be mod.
Oh yeah, if you ask to be mod, you're never going to be a mod.
So there you go. There's your 3 rules of how to be a mod in this chat.
So first of all, show up to everything. Second of all, always have something at least baseline intelligent to say. And number 3, never fucking ask to be modded because you'll never get it.
Boom.
And if you could pull that miracle off, then you can be a fucking mod. Because everyone I've ever modded for any reason it's been for that. No, you're not. You're garbage. Define baseline intelligence, please. You just failed.
Yep.
Why would anyone want to mod? I don't know, Galen, but some people do. But you know what? I don't give it to the people who want it. I just thrust the responsibility upon those who just show up and keep saying intelligent things.
I mean, some of the people that have it might have wanted it, but they never let me know about that.
Yep.
So they followed the rules.
I can tell you what, my mods, every single fucking... I mean, I've done these 4-hour streams every night. There hasn't been one where they haven't been there the whole fucking time.
Yeah. That's the same thing for me. Like, I don't even have. I think you have more mods than I do on yours.
I have 4.
Yeah, I think I've got around the same.
I've
3
got,
or 4.
and I think we share some in common. I got Doom Kid, which
Yeah.
I signed him because I saw he was already a mod on Highdeology.
Yeah.
Because he proved himself to you and shit.
Right.
I got Coolman,
Coolman is another one.
which
that
I think
did.
is another one I got from you.
Yeah.
I got J Darky or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
And I got Ashley, and she's the one that probably shows up the least, but
I don't
she
really
just has a
count
legacy
Ashley.
position.
Ashley's just,
Yeah.
she's kind of a gap filler for this because she doesn't get to come to a lot of them. But yeah, so yeah, I modded Marshall as well.
Oh yeah, I have Marshall as a mod as well. I don't think he really. I don't know
I
if
don't
he.
really expect him to do anything.
Yeah,
with
I
it.
pretty much told him up front, like, I don't. This is just because I like you. This you don't have to actually feel like you have to do the mod shit.
Yeah.
In here.
I gave him the same speech when I did it, so
It's just like out of respect for your music.
I just wanted him to be able to not be beholden to the slow mode and shit. That's another thing that conferring modship gives is when you're doing the computer streams and slow mode is on, mods aren't beholden to slow mode.
Yeah, and I don't let people. I only let mods post links in the chat and shit too.
Yeah, same with me.
So yeah, I mean, it gives them a few special rights and privileges and shit. Marshall does a good job modding. I really don't pay attention to who does what, but I told him up front he doesn't have to. So I just didn't want to encumber him with a responsibility that he didn't want.
Yeah, the whole point of modding to me, like the 2 things that I want out of having a mod present in my chat is that I don't have to think about what they're doing. They just kind of handle it because they know my sensibilities.
Yeah.
And if I ask for something to be done, it just gets done real quick. You know what I mean? If I'm like, ban
Yeah.
that fucking faggot.
Yeah, and and they control the spam shit, you know. So.
But the less I have to pay attention to that shit, the more time I can spend doing the show, which is why there's mods in the first place.
The world is dull and uninspiring. Well, I have bad news for you. I don't know how old you are saying that comment, but the older you get, the worse the world gets. Or at least the more fucking critical your eye towards it gets. Like, I'm hoping that, like, I'm gonna be one of these people that, like, when they start getting really old, they kind of mellow out. Because if I just progress on this fucking path forever, I'm just gonna be like the most cantankerous piece of shit on the face of the fucking earth, and it's not gonna be fun for anyone, except for me, maybe. The world is amazing. It's people, you mean? No. No, nature itself is a prick. The world is kind of a cunt, too. I mean, really, all of existence. I have criticisms of this universe. Like, if I ever met God, I'd tell him, like, hey, this whole universe you made, 2 out of 10, dude. 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
Sucks.
Kind of shitty.
You're getting a bad Yelp review for existence. Be down in hell writing my Yelp review. Existence and accounting. Yeah, maybe I will just do a fucking video on why all of existence is bullshit. Or maybe I'll work that into my book. I'll just have a chapter on why existence itself is dog shit.
There you go.
Who knows? I'm more about beingness than existence. All right.
That's
Well,
some Scientology talk, dude.
that's Galen again.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know what the fuck that means next time I see
The
you.
only people that I've ever heard use the term beingness all the time are fucking Scientologists.
You getting into Scientology, Galen? Dude, Matrix rules. The world has to be shitty enough so we don't question reality. I don't buy that. I don't buy this, like, the human mind couldn't accept paradise. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that was the biggest bullshit part of that movie. Because it was really a head scratcher. I mean, it's a great exchange too. So it's actually a great scene in the film when Agent Smith finally breaks character for a second and tells Morpheus about his real motivations. But the MacGuffin that, like, they hooked people up to just 24/7 godlike pleasure centers and we didn't like it. I don't buy that for a fucking second, dude.
The human mind couldn't accept it.
That would have been the fucking...
It's like, fuck you. Yeah, I would accept it. Hook me on in, bitch.
Seriously, man.
Fuck this. Hook me into that.
Why don't you just tell people that it's all a simulation and give them the choice? Like, you can either stay here in shit world or Go to Pleasure Palace. You know?
I'm gonna choose the pleasure package, please.
Yep.
I'm God! Ha 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 ha!
Yep.
Someone asked me the other day, like, what would you do with the powers of Superman? I'm like, I can't even fucking talk about that, but the world would be a very different place. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen Independence Day? I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of, like, you know, you saw that scene in Independence Day where the White House blew up. Shit like that would be happening for sure.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because, I mean, if you're Superman, there's literally nothing... There's nothing the people of Earth can do to stop you.
Yeah, they could shoot any ordinance at you. They could fight you in any way that they tried, and you just fucking ignore it. It's like swatting a fly or some shit.
Yeah, like they nuke you, it just pisses you off.
I mean, you could, with the powers of Superman, force humanity to obey you.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could just rule the entire world.
Oh yeah, you could literally sit on the throne of humanity.
Just go to every country, every major superpower, like, you work for me now. Go to Putin, like, you work for me now, bitch. It's like,
and then
I work for no man. Laser eyes through your fucking...
You just completely rip them limb for limb and then turn to whoever's next in line and go, how about you? You gonna take my deal? And if he says, I mean, eventually every fucking country on the planet is now serving you.
Alright, here's the new global laws for my new empire.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, dude, what could they do? So that would be, being Superman would basically be like being in the Pleasure Matrix, because you'd have total control over your environment.
Alan Moore's Miracle Man series dealt with that. Probably the best superhero comic ever made. I've always been meaning to check that out, but never fucking did. I'm sure it's probably collected in trade paperback somewhere. Superman takes over the world, kills all the other lame superheroes. Well, in this scenario, there's other superheroes. Then obviously there's people who can challenge my power, so I wouldn't want to do it then. But if there's just normal people, and then I have the powers of Superman, then, you know, the world is mine. Like, bow down to the one you serve. Kneel before Zod, bitch. Super Zod. Humans are still gonna suck. Yeah, but now they're gonna live in a world where their suck is punished. Might as well move to Mars and sculpt some shit. Now, fuck that Dr. Manhattan bullshit. I'm getting my fucking slave race, dude. It's not gonna be pretty.
Your slave race?
Yeah, humanity.
Oh, just all of humanity, not one of the races of humanity.
I mean, honestly, like, for most of you, it's gonna be a better world than the one that exists now, so...
I don't think that's true at all.
It's gonna be better for them.
I don't think that's true at all, dude.
No?
No, I think that's hubris talking, TJ. I think you would absolutely ruin the world. It'd be a better world for you.
I don't know, man. I think for some people, it'd be a better world.
Yeah, people who didn't fucking run contrary to your whims.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, anybody that was willing to fucking be a total sycophant of yours would have a good life.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they probably wouldn't, because think about it, dude. There might be people that are, like, totally into what you're doing, but they're suffering from one of your fucking policies on a part of the planet that you never go to.
Yeah,
yeah. It sucks.
Well, no, there'd be a system of petition.
Oh, bullshit. That would last about 15 seconds. The first time you sat down to read the petitions would be the last.
No, here's how it's going to work. All right, I sit upon my throne.
Okay.
And a country or region sends its representative to fucking be like, here's the issue, and here's what's going on in our part of the world, here's why it's a problem for us. And then I will declare whether I'm going to do anything about it or not.
What about individual gripes, though?
Well, I mean,
You're claiming you're going
can you go to
quality of life.
fucking Donald Trump and be like, here's my grievances? I mean, no.
Well, I mean,
the leader can't deal with that shit.
But there's a system of petition that allows you to bring your.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
grievances.
saying. Like, there's still going to be. I'm going to divide all the old countries of the world. They're not going to be countries anymore. They're just going to be like districts or whatever. And there's going to be a system where they can elect representatives to come and petition the king, which is me.
Right.
And they'll come forward and they'll put forth their grievances, and some I'll do something about and be like, okay, that seems reasonable. And other times I'll be like, fuck you, you defy my will. And occasionally I just blast a representative into fucking dust when they piss me off.
Did you get bored of that? Like I said, the first time you did it, dude. The first time you sat down to hear the woes of the world, be the last time.
Nah, dude. Nah, I think I'd enjoy it a lot. I mean, I wouldn't even do it if I wouldn't enjoy it. I'd totally enjoy it. Trust me, it's gonna be a better world. Don't listen to Paul. He's just a naysayer. He's not part of the new order. TJ, where's an excellent Greek restaurant around here? Greek? There's a place called Al Basha that's in Covington. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's exactly Greek, but it has some like Greek Mediterranean style shit. Real nice atmosphere. They got like a little waterfall in the front, and they keep it nice and clean. It's not like dilapidated or anything. Food's great there. Yeah, check that out. That's okay. What's my favorite book? My favorite fictional book is probably It by Stephen King. Even though it's like over 1,000 pages, I've read it twice. I really enjoy that. I think it's like I mean, I've read a bunch of Stephen King in my youth, but I think it's like just like so far above everything else he's ever done. Just like the symbolism of the narrative is really brilliant. That piece of shit movie doesn't even begin to capture it. I don't even think King himself understands what he wrote, honestly.
The world building is what I admire most about it. I mean, it takes this fucking fictional town and makes it feel like a place just as real as the little town you grew up in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And also gives it such a dark underbelly, but also, I mean, like, it deals with so many issues that are global in nature. I mean, it deals with, like, racism. It deals with fucking class politics. I mean, it deals with so many fucking things. It's like he put his whole fucking soul into that piece of shit.
Environmental degradation, it's all in there.
Yeah, I mean, everything that... I mean, like, there's...
all the major issues.
It's almost like the Bible of Stephen King.
But he does it through the lens of this tiny little town. This little nowhere town, you know what I mean? That's the brilliance.
So I really like that as a fictional book. As far as nonfiction goes... probably the book that most had an impact on me was Howard Bloom's The Lucifer Principle. I read it when I was 17, and it really shaped a lot of my worldview. I haven't really liked a lot of his follow-up books as much. I mean, I still like his shit, and I talk to him. He's my friend and shit, and we converse every now and then. But, like, The Lucifer Principle really lays the groundwork of something special and interesting that'll really reshape the way you see the world. So I'd say that is probably my favorite nonfiction. Howard Bloom is loon. I mean, he kind of is, but he's still on to something. Like, you should never discard what someone has to say just because they're a fucking lunatic. Yeah. Sometimes lunatics stumble upon genius.
Yeah, you want to do that, you might as well throw out the fucking theory of relativity while you're at it, because fucking Einstein was a total fucking fruitcake. Like, a lot of the most brilliant people have a little bit of a touch of madness, or more than a little bit of a touch.
All the best people are crazy. Don't you know he does 1,000 push-ups a day, though? Yeah, 1,000 push-ups every day. But he can't. It's impossible for him to film it, though, because he has to do it right when he gets up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't work. It's pretty crazy. Debate me, bro, dude. That sounds like a useful application of time.
Tyler, don't lay in the dirt.
Dummies.
Don't eat dirt. Don't eat the dirt.
Even pro bodybuilders can't do 1,000 push-ups. Yeah, but pro bodybuilders have to lift something a lot heavier than Howard. I mean, like, have you seen Howard Bloom? He's an extremely slight man. He's like 5 feet tall and scrawny, so he don't have much to lift. I bet Howard can fly when no cameras are. I bet he can, dude. 1 cent for each time TJ has rocked about since I started watching moments ago. 1 cent for each grain of salt within Paul. You decide the split. I don't think that's enough money for there to be a cent for each grain of salt inside Paul, dude.
Yeah, you can't cash that check, dude.
You brought us to $100 on this stream though, so that's pretty cool. Can I do a toe stream? Of course, 30 of that goes to YouTube, I believe. So, when is Bloom versus Galen gonna happen? I don't know. That's like my dream. Howard Bloom is probably gonna die before I can actually make that happen.
The unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
I like talking to people and picking their brains more than I like reading books as a source of knowledge and philosophy and shit, though. I really like talking to someone or listening to a conversation. I feel like I assimilate information better that way than reading it. Not that I discard books or anything. I mean, I'm fucking writing one, so.
Yeah. I mean, if that's how you're gonna get your knowledge, you just have to have a well-developed bullshit detector.
Oh, well, I always, like, check on shit, too. But,
Of course.
you know.
But I'm the same way.
But, I mean, I like to... It's not even so much about the knowledge, it's more about the perspective that I like.
Yeah.
Hearing all these different perspectives and weighing them out against each other and figuring out who I agree with and to what extent.
Yeah, I guess I don't really value hard knowledge as much as some people do. I value perspective more than knowledge, because I think it matters more. Like, the truth is an important thing to chase, but when it comes down to it, we're all locked inside the same fucking prison here. And how we perceive it and deal with it is more important to me than what's true behind it.
I have a very, I actually get into the concept of truth a little bit in my most recent chapter. I quote Nietzsche and Stephen Crane and a few others on the concept of truth and how it relates to this world. And, I kind of talk about how all these different philosophies and all these different scientific disciplines that make these truth claims are actually full of shit.
Right. I mean, our best guess based on the evidence would be a better term to use. Weed out a lot of the bullshit.
Galen says, truth? Ha! I agree with that.
Well, yeah, duh.
I agree with that sentiment, Galen. I have a fucking brilliant goddamn Nietzsche quote that I pulled on the concept of truth. One thing I love about fucking Nietzsche's writing is that he fucking throws so many goddamn adjectives at you. Like, he'll never settle for one adjective. He always has to have, like, 7.
Yeah. Yeah. He likes that. Do you remember the quote you pulled for it?
Offhand? No, it's, like, verbose. Nietzsche said nothing quickly. Even an aphorism is supposed to be a pithy saying. Nietzsche's aphorisms are, like, multiple paragraphs long often. It's like, how is this a fucking this isn't an aphorism, Nietzsche. You don't know what that word means. But, yeah. I love Nietzsche because you can literally sit there and agonize over a paragraph of something he wrote and be like, what the fuck does he mean? And then you finally start to get it and you're like, holy shit, this guy is way smarter than I could ever be. That's crazy. All right, rock on Nietzsche, dude. But he never got laid, so fuck him.
Oh, dude. Last night, I was doing some writing and I was kind of tuned in halfway to like some blood sport shit. I've been interested in this like baked Alaska shit.
Right.
Because like literally 2 to 3 months ago, they were all sucking his dick, dude.
Yeah.
They were deep throating his ass like he was the new kid on the block. He was on every show. Everybody was just, and now he's just like total dirt. And I listened to an argument on Blood Sports between him and Andy Worski and a couple of other dorks. And here's how it broke down. The beginning part of the argument was over him blocking a bunch of people in his chat.
Right.
And then that developed into an argument about throwing insults back and forth. And then he, like, Andy Worski got real mad at something he said. Oh, yeah, he called him a cokehead. So he's like,
Oh, yeah, they started arguing about doing coke
yeah,
and shit.
he's like, fuck you, Andy. Oh, you're a fucking cokehead. And then Andy, like, the next step in blood sports was to threaten to snitch on Baked Alaska because while they were still buddies and hanging out in LA for something, Baked Alaska helped him get coke.
Yeah.
So that's the most pussy maneuver that I've ever fucking seen in my life. I don't care who you are or what kind of falling out you have with a dude. If you were once buddies and he helped you score some drugs, that's never ammunition against the dude. Ever. I don't care if he fucks your mother.
They live by a different system of ethics, dude.
And then it ended with Andy threatening over and over to basically dox his fucking coke dealer. And everybody was cool with this. And then they told Andy to calm down. Andy left, and then it went back to just bitching about, I mean, it's like women fighting. They fight like girls fight with each other. They're just vindictive and shitty. Oh, I forgot. It ended with Baked Alaska getting into a fight with Tonka, I guess. Some other dork in the blood sports community. About how they were going to meet and have an actual fight that was genuinely never going to take place.
Well, yeah.
But it was all just like, oh yeah, you want to settle it? Just come on down. Maybe I will come down, but you won't be there. Oh, I'll be there. I'll kick your fucking ass. Everybody in here knows it's just like, the first part of the fight is a bunch of like very feminine, bitchy, vindictive arguing like women do, and then it ends with some chest thumping like, "I'll beat your ass," in a fight that's never gonna happen. That's blood sports. Holy shit, dude, where men can be men.
When girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again.
Just never heard a bunch of like fluttering pussies that think that they're hard in my life, dude. They're literally crying about him banning a bunch of autistic retards out of the chat. It's like, man, they better not come over here and watch this shit. Par for the course over here.
TJ, you smoke like you can't wait to stop smoking. What? They have one reason and passion, and that is the dollar. They do not create, I don't know. Pimp in chat. Yeah, I see him. Cumb. How do you feel about Galen being alt-right? Yeah, dude, Galen's alt-right as fuck, dude.
Alt-right Galen.
Alt-right Galen up in here. TJ, spider. What spider? Whoever created the term blood sport should be thrown overboard. Would you eat toothpaste Oreos? Wasn't there someone that got, like, sentenced to jail for feeding toothpaste Oreos to a homeless person or something?
Yeah, somebody sent me that story. It was a YouTuber.
Really?
Like one of those prankster guys or whatever.
Yeah, that person sounds like a dick, but if society really cares so much about the homeless, then maybe we should do something to, like, give them homes. I don't know. Rather than just like, man, that was cruel to that homeless guy. Like, isn't it cruel that we allow people to be homeless in the first place?
Nah, because we look on them with pity. We give them our pity, so...
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's compensation for their terrible circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's wrong that someone would prey on the homeless like that, but I'd rather see them get homes, which consequently, after I take over the world, that will be one of my initiatives. So, there will be no homelessness under the reign of Emperor TJ, just so you know.
I love your benevolent picture of yourself as dictator of the world.
Oh no, there's gonna be some horrible shit too. But there's gonna be good. It's gonna be a mixed bag, dude. It's gonna be a grab bag.
It's gonna be a fucked up bag.
It's gonna be a grab bag.
I'm not saying
dude.
I'd do any better. Dude, absolute power corrupts absolutely, TJ. There's no way this benevolent dictator shit would last very long. The world would become a dystopian hell on earth in due time.
No.
Oh, yes.
No, it would not, Paul.
Oh, yes.
No, it would not.
The whims of TJ are never... Dude, it's a bottomless pit at the center of you, TJ.
I can't wait for Emperor TJ. Damn right. Damn right. There's not going to be any homelessness. See, the big thing that's really going to fuck people up at the beginning is when I ban all religion. Like, because then they're going to go underground and shit. So there's going to be, like, horrible persecution of religious people.
Yeah.
So that's going to be bad for a lot of people. But if you're not religious, you ain't got to worry about that.
I mean, just wait till your whims lead you down the path of, like, all other religions are banned and I'm establishing the new religion worshiping me.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, if I'm Superman, I'm effectively God.
Right.
So, I mean, like, you have a God now. You don't need these made-up gods. You have a real God.
Yeah, come worship me.
I mean, I could demonstrate my fucking power. Fuck you. Let's see. All right, God, come down and defeat me. Nope, he ain't doing it. Okay, I win. The sun is God. Well, Superman derives his power from the sun, so... The sun wants to kill me. Does that mean you'll impose socialism global? I mean, I'll keep vestiges of the capitalist system. I think that people need to work for a reward. I think that the carrot is often more effective than the stick. So there will be some capitalism left. But
boo! The emperor has no clothes. Boo!
You're dead. You're dead, dissident. But no, there's gonna be it's gonna be cool. Don't worry about it. I got it all figured out. Yeah, it's gonna be a mixed economy, dude.
Dude, creative and brilliant people will always want to be creative and brilliant, no matter what the profit motive is. We see demonstrations of this all throughout history. Some of the most brilliant people in fucking history died in abject poverty for a reason. Because you can't monetize brilliance. Just transfer to a resource-based economy, give everybody what they need to live on, and give them more based on their contribution.
Tell you what, well, that's what you could do when you're Superman.
Yeah. Because I'm going to actually create a utopia, TJ. Superman Paul would be a way better Superman, dude.
All right, you know what? Let's both become Superman, and we'll split the planet right down the middle, and I'll control one half, and you control the other half.
I'm not letting you whip up your side of the planet into war, so you can just come rape my people.
There will be no war. We're both Supermen. We can both challenge each other, so that's gonna keep the peace, And we each have our fucking half.
Do people have the ability to migrate from one half to the other if they think it's better over there?
I think it's fair.
Because that's how we determine who wins.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
All right. I want the United States half.
Well, I think we have to draw the line between the states.
Oh, so just right in the middle.
right around and make it around the world or whatever. I mean, we'll figure out a fair division of territories.
All right, fair enough.
I'll undermine both of you. Are you a Superman? If Galen is a Superman in this scenario, then
we're all fucked.
That's gonna be a fucking crazy world, dude.
Yeah.
There's no like dividing territory with Galen. Like you and I just need to gang up and try to kill Galen at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
it'd be necessary for self-preservation.
Go watch Colian Noir on JRE, one of the only articulate talkers of the pro-gun side. Actually made me reevaluate my stance on some things. Cool. All right, I'll check it out. Every mod in my chat should... Yeah, I mean, like, since you guys were with me before I was Superman, yeah, you'll get like, you know, some principalities and shit. You'll become, like, archdukes or something.
Archdukes.
Galen says he already is Superman.
Oh,
I think that's what he's saying anyway.
well, shit. Oh, fuck.
What will us autists get?
The chair.
Yeah. The death camps?
Would you engage in eugenics? Would you like be like, you know, these people just...
Oh yeah, breeding would be done with licenses and shit.
There you go.
Like, you have to, like, demonstrate competency and shit. I mean, like, there's not gonna be any fucking... This idea that any fucking schmuck can have kids, that's just gonna go away.
Poof.
You know? There's not gonna be any of that shit. Breeding is gonna be for the top echelon of society. I mean, everyone else can fuck. There's not, you know, they're gonna be sterilized.
Yeah.
You know? We're gonna test all the fucking men in society, like at around the age of 13 or so. See what their intelligence and aptitude is. And if they fail, they get fucking, you know, vasectomies and shit.
You just gotta sterilize all children reversibly at birth. And then you've got to earn your right to be unsterilized.
Is that feasible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't it be? You can revert, like, all the shit that's there when they do fucking this sterilization surgery is there when you're a fucking newborn. Just go in and, you know, bisect the fallopian tubes or whatever the fuck they do, or tie them off in a knot. And then, you know, later on when you're an adult, you want to have kids,
We'll look into the feasibility.
get your license. Go get unfixed.
This
Enjoy your
sounds like
days.
idiocracy. This is a measure to avoid idiocracy. I like these ideas. See, I told you.
Yeah, take a look around if you want to see idiocracy. We live in it. folks.
Sterilization is not always reversible. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to talk to medical experts.
There's got to be a way to do it.
You just created a black market of surgeons unsterilizing people. Yeah, that's why I think you just need to give them irreversible sterilization at a young age.
No, all you got to do is just let that black market appear and then start really horribly torturing doctors that do it.
Oh yeah.
Just show your force and make it something that somebody would be absolutely retarded to ever think about doing. Just put them in the gibbets and shit. Just have
Will
a
there
whole-
be at least a fake democracy to keep up the illusion of free choice? There will be no illusion. I mean, you'll have representation. You'll be able to elect representatives to come and petition the king. That's what's going to happen. Like, there'll be a system in place for, you know, because I mean, like, obviously, if you're going to be an effective ruler, there has to be some system of making you aware of what's going on your planet, unless you just want to be, like, totally self-indulgent, and I'm God, and I don't care, what the fuck, and here's my crazy decrees. There has to be some representation, but ultimately, like, a lot of pleas are going to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, I would just do a total, like, if I was God or whatever, I'd just do a total top-down system. I wouldn't even bother with the petitioning shit. There would be administrators and shit, but they would all be appointed by me, and they would just carry out what I told them to do. No illusions of having any say in what you're doing, and anybody that didn't like it would get fucking... They'd get fucked over so bad nobody else would think to not like it ever again.
I don't have to murder the stupid people because their genes are just not going to be passed on to the next generation. Like that, their bloodlines are just going to come to a fucking end. You know, we'll keep them around to fucking, you know, run the Taco Bells and shit. Whatever.
Well, eventually you won't need that. You won't have any. You won't have any stupids.
Yeah, but by then it'll be moved on to automation, so
Sure.
doesn't matter. But these aren't utopias they're discussing here, just dystopias. I mean,
The utopia doesn't exist, guys.
yeah. So there's no.
I hate to tell you, one man's utopia is another man's hell on earth. It's always going to be that way. There's no such thing. So we're just trying to, come up with a less, destructive dystopias here. Dystopias that might actually serve, the greater good.
I mean, your rebellion's not going to matter because,
I'm Superman.
yeah, I'm a god.
I will go to where you're having your little rebellion meeting, and I will burn all of you, and I'll put it on Facebook so that other rebellions can see what happens to rebellions.
Do you know about the? I mean, like, Superman has the power to, like, go above a city and listen to everyone's conversation at once and discern every conversation.
Yeah,
like
you're
that's in the realm of Superman's power. So
all
like,
your little notions,
if you're hiding in a bunker somewhere whispering about how you're gonna fuck me over, I'm gonna show up, blast you to fucking cinders, and be gone before you know what hit you.
Not only that, but let's say you do manage to keep it secret. Eventually, you're going to have to confront me. Like, otherwise, what's your rebellion about? And when you do, no matter how big and underground it's gotten, I'm going to fucking annihilate it. And I'm going to do it publicly. And everybody that was, instrumental in the planning of it is going to suffer worse than anybody else. And the next time there's a rebellious thought in somebody's head, they'll swallow it and go back to the fucking virtual pleasure station. Enough with it, dude. Enough with this bullshit. If you knew what was best for you, you'd be fucking Superman, retard.
The only utopia is all life eradicated.
That's not a utopia, then.
Yeah, that's just nothing. Paul and TJ are twisted and Machiavellian as I am. I love it. I don't really think that's not Machiavellian. Machiavellian is like playing people's interest against each other and, forming alliances and betraying those alliances and, just being very, like, careful and meticulous about, climbing the social ladder and using, like, deception and guile. What we're talking about is more just, like, brute force. Like, the world will conform to my whims or it will fucking perish in flame. There's nothing Machiavellian about that. That's like Genghis Khan shit. I thought you guys were going to make the world better, not a living hell where even whispers are punishable by death. Hell no, dude. Like I said, it's going to be a mixed bag. There's going to be some things that are better and there's going to be some things that are worse.
I mean, look at how, what a giant proportion of society right now is living under really fucking oppressive government, but is just content to go with the flow. For most of society, nothing changes. They just got to go with the flow again.
Go with the program or perish in flames. You want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs, dude. Got to break a few eggs. If I was Superman, everyone outside of North Dakota would die. Okay. North Dakota.
A weird edict, but whatever. You're Superman.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Superman, that's what you can do. Planet North Dakota, dude. Planet North Dakota. What's your favorite state, sir? I don't really have a favorite state.
State of altered consciousness. That's my favorite state.
That is a good one. All non-North Dakotans will perish. The intelligent people don't tend to go with the flow. I think a lot of intelligent people will go with this flow.
If they're smart, they will. If they're just
Not only that, but
pretending to be intelligent, they'll burn.
there's going to be so much more deference given to science and the arts and shit that I think intelligent people will enjoy a new higher status in society.
Yeah. The problem with the arts in particular is that the arts are kind of by definition subversive. So
Oh yeah.
can't be having that.
Well, we'll set up like things they can feel like they're being subversive against.
Sure.
You know, like it's like the court jester, you know, being the one that can fucking talk shit to the king because it's all kind of told as like a joke.
Right.
And they kind of flirt with that edge.
Yeah. That works.
There was a song. There was a book about Conan the Barbarian. You know, he was one of the stories where he was already king, and they brought to him like they said like, hey, this this singer is out there singing songs about how you're a shitty king. You want us to kill him? He's like, no. Nah, just, you know, all that would do is just let him do his thing. Whatever, I'm still the king. Fuck him.
Yeah.
So I think I'd kind of take that attitude if it was like, you know, if it's just like Super TJ is a fucking little bitch, you know, he just draw me with like a fucking diaper on or something, like crying. You know, I mean, I'd be like, all right, whatever, you know. I just don't want them to actually be like, we are part of the resistance and we're coming to overthrow your shit and we're subverting your fucking edicts or something.
You're a way more benevolent god than I would be, TJ.
Paul just be like, no criticism of Paul shall be tolerated.
I mean, I'd tolerate criticism if it was founded in some kind of fact. Of course, I would decide what fact was.
Yeah, you know, so.
But yeah, dude, people's little shitty side mouth critiques and stuff, they don't add shit to fucking society.
Help people blow off some steam. When Stalin says dance, a wise man dances. Hell yeah. Dance. Dance. But yeah, it's probably a good thing that we don't have the powers of Superman.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing that nobody does.
Yeah, I can't think of a single human being I would trust with that, so.
It would be stupid.
TJ and Polly, did you go to Barbara Bush's funeral? Yeah, we just got back. It's a real beautiful service.
Yeah, it was real elegant. Real celebratory of her life, you know.
I was real close to Barbara, so.
Oh, we all were. I mean,
You want your chair back?
sure. I'm just gonna end this fucking debaucherous nonsense. Had enough. Had enough of the whims of these fools. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.